Hello, everyone. Trader Girl Tuesday, TGT. Thank you all for coming. It's so good to see you all. I'm super excited. We are in a new contract month, so we are now using NQU to indicate the September contract. Oh, snaps. I think my lag time has gone down. Let's see. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, about 14 seconds. Still a bit of a lag, but that's okay. Who cares? I don't know. Honestly, I do care because it is something that could bother me, but I don't know what else to do about it, honestly. I may have to get a new laptop because I have really high streaming or high, what is it called? Upload and download with my internet. So I'm not quite sure what else to do unless it is my computer. Nonetheless, side note. Let's hop into it, yeah? Where are we at? Okay, yes. So we are using the new contract NQU to indicate the June. It's technically September contract, but it's for the month of June till September. Anywho, let's see. This is my first time looking at the charts today. If my charts look a little different, like I said, it's because we're in a new contract. So I basically naked charted it and analyzing it from a new perspective. So let's hop on the weekly. So as you can recall, we have made it into and above the weekly SIBI into this weekly order block and have had some rejection down. With that being said, we close back above this daily SIBI and maybe we're retesting it now. It's a bit choppy. Let me check the news today. So we had some news at 8:30. We don't have any new news until 10. Okay. So it may be a little slow this morning, but let's try to identify a new parent swing. I like to identify the parent swings on the 1 hour. Yeah, if you can see, like, it hasn't been doing that much. I see some relative lows here. Update, I've been doing really great following the rules. I've noticed though it doesn't allow me to actively enter in on a trade as much as I like, but that's okay. Michael says, day trading doesn't mean everyday trading, so that's probably part of the addiction or the gambler mentality, wanting to be in the markets in the markets at all time, but we got to play it smart and be traders, not gamblers. So we'll see. But like I said, my goal for this month is to ensure that I'm following all the rules. Okay, so I see some relatively equal lows. We got above and closed above this 1 hour SIBI and took the buy side liquidity. We are now back inside it, spending a lot of time. So, it doesn't really tell me much unless we are reaching for these equal lows. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm getting content for afterwards. So what I'm thinking, obviously we have to follow the rules nonetheless, so we're going to mark that up right now. And I do want to identify the near side buy side liquidity, which are these relative equal highs that were just formed. But the fact, what time did we take that high? Oh, we took that yesterday. Dang, and we just been consolidating ever since. So, stock in a consolidation. Hey. Oh, that's why that makes sense. Buy relative equal highs. So these are the two sides of liquidity. And now let's look at the opening range gap, yeah? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so, and we are really still close to this, to Monday's new week opening, first presented fair value gap. See? But nonetheless, let's see what we got for the opening range gap. So, settlement price yesterday was there. We are currently trading lower. So let's see by how much. It might be within our sweet spot, guys. How exciting. You know what that means. If we respect the first presented fair value gap, we may be able to enter. Let's see if it's within our range. Dun, 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 dun. Yay! I'm going to screenshot this for my notes. We are within the sweet spot. So ideally, now I don't know, Michael says it's a 75% chance that it'll fill at least 50% within the first 30 minutes of trading. So that's what I've been working on. The next step is we have to be patient for, we have to be patient and wait for the, what is it called? The first presented fair value gap and make sure that it respects it. I do like it because if the overall bias is still bullish, then that means the opening range gap bias and the overall bias align, and that's even more confluent. So I hope it works out. We shall see. Let me see. Getting my content. Okay, so yes, we want to see it fill in 50%. Two minutes till opening bell. We have to be patient and wait for the first presented fair value gap. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee and I'm really sensitive to it, so I'd be like, oh, jittery. Not jittery per se, but on one, I guess. Yeah, the lag time is not that bad. Hopefully the audio is good. Okay, so I have my platform open just in case I am able to execute. Girl is ready. Let me get back to my charts. Okay, so it looks like price is already favorably pushing up. We have opening bell, perfect. Let's see what happens now. Nice. Oh my goodness. Okay. It may not even give us opportunity for entry. Oh my goodness, it's okay. It looks like we have already, we're really close to 50%. That's funny. Let's see if we can wait for the first presented fair value gap and take it to close the opening range gap. So we don't have a first presented fair value gap yet because we can't go based off the 930. We have to wait for the 931. But look at this. We aren't so close to the 50%. I don't have FOMO. It's okay because I'm following the rules. But if we can smash 50%, then that's TP1 smashed. And then ideally, hopefully, we can get some sort of entry to take us all the way to close. Who knows if we will, but that'll bode favorably for me, right? Because I want to be a part of the move too. But it's okay. So we just took the minor buy side liquidity on the 1 minute time frame, those highs. So we want to make sure that we're still going to push higher, so we need to respect the bullish PD arrays. We have closed, we're really close to that 50%. We are above the 1 hour SIBI. If we're going to keep going higher, we're going to have to respect this this 1 minute BISI from the opening 930 bell. Boom, boom, boom. This is really good control and discipline for me because, you know, sometimes you can think like, oh, FOMO, it's going to go on without me. Let me just hurry up and get in. And that's like chasing price. And then you have to weather all this drawdown, and hope that it continues to go up. And that just causes a lot of mental, you know, wear and psychologically annoying. So we want to see it respected, meaning preferably close and continue to go higher within this 1 minute BISI. We still don't have a first presented fair value gap yet. So I'm sitting on my hands, doing my best to follow the rules. I'm just going to highlight the BISI for completeness sake. Style, extend right. Boom. Boom. So we are staying within the top quadrant of the 1 minute BISI, so that bodes well to continue higher. If it gets below the consequential encroachment, then we just have to make sure that it doesn't close outside of it and retest it, because if it does, then that means it's going down to take some sell side liquidity, which would be here and then here. Let me zoom out. Oh my goodness, look at this chart. It's literally going back and forth within this 1 hour SIBI. Yep. Wow. Ugh, nasty price action. So that's why you just got to be patient, mindful, navigate, read the tape. Ooh, I like that. Navigate and read the tape. um, awesome. It looks like it's pushing out. If we can get a close outside, that'll be great. We still don't have a first present to fair value gap, so I am not entering. Oh yeah, and this is not trade advice. I am not a trade advisor for legal purposes. Don't take any of the trades that I say. I don't know if you guys would or not, because this may be, you may be watching the recording, so it's a moot point at that point. But anyone who is tuning live, I am not a trade advisor, financial advisor, whatever it's called, legalities, disclaimers. Okay, so we are spending a lot of time in this BISI, which is fine. Let the market cook. Let me not forget my content. It's so easy to get caught up in my live. It's low-key easier too, because then I can just talk with you all as opposed to trying to do multiple screenshots of everything. Still no first present to fair value gap. It's so funny how close it got to. It was like, psych. How many handles away? 4. Let's see what the Dow is doing, our sister pairs. So they now took the high too, currently retracing. SPX didn't do as much of a run, but took the high nonetheless. It looks like the DXY is going up. We do not want to see that, because that would mean our currencies and indices would be going down. Oop, and that's what's happening. So we are inside the lower half as of right now. Wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story. So let's see where it closes. Still no first present to fair value gap. So just annotating and reading the tape. Okay, so we officially got to close in the lower half. So let's see what price will do. Will it push back above? Or will it close outside? If it closes outside, like I said, that is not boding well for the higher targets. What's the 5-minute talking about? 5-minute. Okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. Not too shabby. 15-minute. Ooh, look at that wick though. I still see some relative equal highs up here though. And I see a 15-minute SIBI that could be the draw on price, which is in the same direction of our opening range gap closure. But let's not get caught up in our bias. Let's make sure we are analyzing everything. So where we came from. We came from taking sell side liquidity. So next is should be buy side. We came from a BISI on the 15-minute. So I don't know if I'm being too married to my bias, but it's looking pretty good for the higher prices in my opinion. Ooh, nice. So it looks like the bodies have made it back above the 5-minute, the 1-minute BISI. If we can get a close outside, then that will pose well for it. We still do not have a first present to fair value gap. Price is tight. I'm telling you. It's making sure nobody can get no love. But this would have been a really nice a really nice entry for people who, you know, aren't waiting for the opening range gap model, because let's see, if you would have entered here, you would have had 21 handle drawdown with a 38 or 40, about a 41 stop loss and a possible target. Oh, snap. Wait, let me see. And it, oh my goodness. First TP of 27, but come on. There we go. A possible target of 87. So that's about a 2-to-1. So if anybody in, which I hope you aren't taking my trade advice, don't do that. But that'll have been a nice little entry if we can get if it can confirm it by closing above, which it hasn't yet. But that would have been a little nice. You would have had to weather some storm, which would have been, for me at least, psychologically draining. And it still hasn't confirmed yet. But in my opinion, it's looking pretty good. I'm still waiting for a first presented fair value gap, personally. No FOMO. I don't have FOMO. I keep telling myself that. It's looking pretty good, though. Shout out to those who, you know, are more nimble. But I'm trying to play it safe, play it smooth, play it smart. And this could always turn back on us and go lower. So the rules say to wait for the first presented fair value gap. So that's what I'm doing. Which will help with my psychology. Sorry, my little twisty ties. Ow. Oh, there we go. Ouch. I had a malfunction. Still no close. I mean, yeah, no close above. Ooh, we are outside of price now. Ooh. Hey. Naz, what you doing? If that presents a first presented fair value gap, it's in a SIBI formation, so that is not ideal for higher prices, and it will have to take too much. Because if it does create a SIBI and it is going to go higher, then we would have to wait till it closes to create the SIBI, and then we have to trade above the SIBI and back down. So this bleed, it's looking like it's taking sell side, which is understandable because we never closed back above, which is why we wait for the first presented fair value gap and protect ourselves. So no harm, no foul. Sell side liquidity would be here, which would be the next one. Let me see what the 5 minute talking about. We have not taken that low. What is the Dow doing? Dow hasn't really, not even close. SPX neither, so I wonder if that's a liquidity sweep. What's the DXY doing? DXY looks like it may be going back down. If DXY goes down, then our indices will go up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Nas, acting crazy. And then the sister pairs aren't. So it may just be looking for a quick turtle soup setup, but as of right now, so for completeness sake, we do have our first presented fair value gap. Finally. What do we got? Where is it? Oh, actually, this is our first presented fair value gap. I missed it. First presented fair value gap. Oh, whoa. There we go. Oops. So we have just taken that sell side, the minor sell side. Pulling into this, I see this 5 minute BISI. And then we notated the sell side liquidity with these relatively equal lows here. That's super far from price though. However, if that's the next draw on liquidity that I see. Outside of that on the 15-minute, it'll be here inside, back inside this 15-minute BISI. So if it's gonna go lower, it's going to have to get through all of these bullish PD arrays in order to take it here and go lower. So let's see if it'll react off of this 5-minute BISI to push it back higher. We have 15 minutes left in the opening range model. But like I said, if we're going to continue to higher and the model says we would have to wait for price to climb all the way back up here, close above the first presented fair value gap, retest it to verify and confirm that it's a inversion fair value gap in order to push it to close into this 50% and then complete closure. That's a lot to ask from the market in the next 15 minutes. And we don't have news. News dropping at 10. I don't know. If anything, we would have to get past this roadblock, which could continue to send price lower. So let's see if it's going to respect this SIBI or invert the SIBI. So we just took sell side liquidity. I wonder if that was the turtle soup setup. Let's see if Dow just took another high. Okay, SPX took a low. ASNAS took a low. The DXY is going higher too. Not a lot of confluence in the markets. So let's see if price can get past this speed bump, or if it, because technically it closed outside of this 1-minute BISI. If it retested and continue lower, then this is technically an inversion fair value gap. So we would have to get above at least 50% of it, which is also above the first presented fair value gap, if we're going to continue to go higher. If it respects this SIBI though and continues to push lower, then our sell side objective will be that 15-minute BISI that we just came from. I wonder though if it's holding price until the 10 a.m. news. It's a yellow folder though, so not a lot of volatility can be expected. But I think because it swept the buy side liquidity, you know how Trader Girl feels. Like every time it takes a higher or low, just expect that it can take the opposite direction. So the fact that it shot up and didn't close 50% was indication that obviously we're going to retrace. It didn't respect this PD array. The bodies were closing inside and never closed back above. So that gave us warning. And the fact that it closed outside, took sell side, I want to see if it was just a turtle soup to buy and take it higher. But the fact that it's respecting and retesting this BISI, it looks like it's inverting it, honestly. I would need to see it close inside. Let's see what the 5-minute talking about. Yeah. And it looks like we're retesting yesterday's first presented fair value gap. So I've seen this before. It could roll over. We have 10 minutes left. Let me screenshot this. And then we all roll over and one fell out. Y'all remember that childhood? There were 10 in the bed and the little one said, roll over, roll over. Then we all rolled over and one fell out. Pew, pew. Such weird nursery rhymes when you think about it. So, yep, we're still waiting to see if it's going to respect this SIBI and roll over. We are back inside the opening range gap. Just to show you a visual representation, I'm going to take this away. This is the opening range gap. Wait a second. Technically, it opened here. Or no. It opened. What's the opening? Opening is 22064. 22064. Yeah. So this is the opening. How is it a red candle, but the close is higher? That's really sus to me. Either way, all this is left open, and it will take a lot, in my opinion, to close it within 9 minutes. So I don't know. It's not posing well for it, and I've seen this little action before, so I don't know. It could just be waiting for the 10 a.m. news, which is fine. Gotta let price cook. Gotta let it do what it do. Oh, okay, Naz. Let's see. Down, still didn't take any low. SPX pushing higher too. DXY choppy. Okay, Naz. Push higher then. Okay. It's above. It's above the first presented fair value gap. We are still within the time frame. I don't know if I feel comfortable enough to enter. I would have to, like I said, wait for this candle to close. Ooh, that could be an entry right there. Ooh, should I do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I did it. Let me set the parameters. Stop loss is going to be below that previous low that caused the market structure shift. Now this could be me being antsy because technically we didn't get a close. So am I breaking the rules? Oh wait, we just got a close. And so we need to retest and see if it's going to continue up. I could have been early on the trigger there, but I was just so antsy. I don't know. But whatever. Let's see if it plays out how we want it to. I'm going to try to take it above to the 50% where we left it. Or actually, I'm going to see if we can close it within the next 7 minutes, though. That might be asking for a lot. But we shall see. So price is currently retesting the first presented fair value gap. We did not get a close above this 1 minute BSI still. I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know. So first TP1 will be at this 50%. I would love to see a closure of this 15-minute SIBI. And then let's see if it can go all the way and take it to the close of the gap. It's asking a lot of it in the freaking 5 minutes. I think that's why I'm laughing, because I know it's like, okay, Imani, come on now. So back to reading the tape. We have a close above back inside the first presented fair value gap. We would want to see a respect to go start taking higher prices, or it's just going to do what it already did, which was reject the top of this 1 minute BSI to continue to go down. It's done it before. Let's see if it'll do it again, or if it'll go towards Trader Girl's target. Let me screenshot this for my notes and for my content. Okay, so I got those. We are outside the first presented fair value gap. Within this fair value gap of the 1 minute, the most recent fair value gap, it is going to have to respect. That's the last line of defense for higher prices, for me at least. If it does not respect it, then all it did was come back to entry just to continue to go lower. And it's not gonna. If it doesn't respect this BISI, then it's definitely not gonna fill the opening range gap within the first 30 minutes. Time will tell. If anything, I'm just proud of myself for following the rules, waiting for the first presented fair value gap. That's my goal for June. Look at that. It just jumped right above. We gotta wait for a close though. We have yet, in the past 30 minutes, we had yet to close above this SIBI. So I need a close to make me feel a little more confident. Looking like it might close. We shall see. We've been here before. Oh, we got to close. Nice. Okay, let's see. Can it retest and continue to go higher? We have 3 minutes, y'all. I don't know. I just feel like I'm asking too much out of the charts today in the 3 minutes. But like I said, it could just be waiting for news to drop. Boom, boom, boom. So if we can get a retest to continue higher, that's what we would like to see. At least take out the 50%. Like, the fact that it left just 4 handles makes me like, y'all playing with me. That's okay. It'd be like that. Dow still pushing higher. SPX is on the wave going higher. So we have some confluences with the sister pairs. We do not have confluence with the DXY though. 2 minutes. What's the higher time frame? Higher time frame, it looks like it respected this 15-minute order block. That is beautiful. And this 5-minute BISI, beautiful. It did not take out that low. So that drop down possibly was a liquidity grab to push price higher. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, especially because price has been choppy, like, ugh, super tight price action. But I'm glad that we were able to read the tape today. As you can see, we are still, look at all that nastiness. So I would love to see these highs still taken. Like, that's Trader Girls, like, today hope for, I guess. I don't really have a overall bias aside from working this new daily SIBI that we wicked in before, but the fact that it is higher time frame, we would have to do a lot. Like you see, we traded out of it, came back up, so it might take some time to get back up in there, and it's close to the all-time highs. So I don't know. I'm kind of neutral on that, but this morning session, I was merely following the rules, trying to get an opening range gap closure. But we have literally 15 seconds left within the opening range gap. I don't know. I'm going to say it didn't do it. It did not close at least 50% of the opening range gap within the first 30 minutes. But news just hit. TP smashed! I knew it was waiting for the news. News just hit 10 a.m. Boom. TP1 smashed. I wonder now. Oh, let me screenshot. I'm glad we were able to read the tape. We didn't get really nervous there. This drop down, it was understandable. Take out the liquidity after it took the buy side, took sell side. That makes sense. TP1 smashed. It literally took the entire opening range to get there. I wonder now, though, if it will continue to go up. I don't know. Stay tuned. I will stay tuned as well. Because how price has been acting is just super tight for me. Like, look at this. We can put a box on this. It's just going back and forth within this 1 hour SIBI. But I'm just happy we were able to see at least 50% get smashed. It happened like literally at the cusp. So if you weren't here to see it live, that was exciting. But I'm sure it'll be exciting watching a recording. So yeah, that's really it. We can do a quick recap. So recap, we've been spending a lot of time in this 1 hour SIBI, which is this one. I want to see price go higher, take out this relative equal highs. If it doesn't, then next sell side will be these lows here. We are, look at this, stuck in a consolidation, but I was going with the opening range gap, and let me show you that. Regular trading hours, take off the lipstick. So I was going with the opening range gap. I just noticed we have this opening range gap from yesterday that was left unfilled. Anyways, we were able to get 50% of the opening range gap closer. That's what I wanted to see. News was able in the last second push it there. Oh, let me put the lipstick back on. So that was nice to see. We saw price as soon as opening bell hit, it got really close to our TP1, but was shy of it by like 4 handles, I think, or was it 0.4 handles? Yeah. It's barely even 4 handles. So, got shy of it, but it took buy side liquidity, came down, took sell side liquidity into this, coupled with the 1 minute BISI, but really it was this 5 minute BISI that I noticed. Gave institutional order flow entry gel and pushed up to close in 50% of the gap. We were able to confirm that it was going to continue to go higher once we saw it push back into this BISI and gave us confluence when it closed above. Retested our, and it closed above this first presented fair value gap. Retested it. I don't know. It may continue to push higher. At least that's what I would like to see. Time will tell. But that was a bit of a rocky road for us this morning. I'm glad that we were able to get at least TP1 smashed. Yeah, so I will keep an eye on it. This was a excellent TGT, in my opinion. We were able to be nimble in the charts. We were able to be patient, wait for the model, and we hit TP1, so I love to see it. Stop loss wasn't hit, so that's good. What else? We were able to annotate and read the tape. Yeah, and it was fruitful. So I definitely enjoyed this morning. Thank you all for coming. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. If you're not here to see it live, no worries. Tune in to the recording. It will be on under the live tab. And come back next week for more. And follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I do drop daily analysis of the AM session. I will be doing a recap of this morning as well. So stay tuned for more. Thank you for tuning in. And Trader Girl signing off.